Why are you here? You're here to outwork. You're here to out-train. You're here to win.
Here with Chad Walsh after a huge win, fall over Wanzak here, final home duel. We talked before the match, you're taking it all in. What's going through your head right now?
This is the last time I'm going to talk to you here, man.
Right? Like this, right? It's going to be, yeah, I'm going to have to hire you as a coach.
Maybe so. Hey, how about it? But that was a great time, you know. Our team really didn't win the matches that we thought we might be able to. You know, we got caught on our back, so I had to get one of those pins back from my guys that got stuck and got caught. But it was a fun time, you know, just being able to walk out there with my parents. A lot of times I'm really focused before a match and I'm not smiling much, but I had to let it out a little bit, and you know, just seeing the faces of so many people that have watched me here for 5 years, and even just the guys on my team, it means so much to me to finish out on a high note like that.
Now, did you mentally change your approach for that match? These guys ranked 7 or 6 or 8, depending on what service.
Yeah, I think I don't know. My emotions were definitely running, but I was just relaxed, you know, and it's definitely something that I've been working on, and I work so hard in the room that I want it to be like that on the mat, where I can just go out there, get to my stuff, and really just dictate the match like that. And I thought that match, I feel like I hit every friggin' move that I've ever learned. You know, I was trying stuff that I don't do on the mat too much, and I was like, wow, that really, you know, it feels good, and I was flowing, and it really felt good to be like that tonight.
That's what I was asking, because you did you ran through a lot of technique out there, and I just wasn't sure if it was a conscious thing or you were just flowing.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was a flow, huh?
More of a flow, and it kind of shows you, you know, it shows me more than anything of where I should be and how, you know, how I really can wrestle, and that was definitely a great thing to do for my last match, but more importantly, a great thing to do going into this last month.
Right. Tell me a little bit about confidence and Chad Walsh, mental confidence.
Yeah, you know, I know that I'm going to be able to wrestle for 7 minutes, so that's where my confidence really stems from, because no matter what happens in that 7 minutes, I'm going to keep coming. You know, I'm going to keep wrestling, and a lot of the things that I've had to work on is being ready in that first period and being a little more confident where, you know, just go out there and wrestle, and whatever happens, happens, because a lot of times I go out there wrestling, I'm worried about different things, and I give up all these points, and then I got to work my way back. And thankfully, I've had matches where I've been able to come back. Yeah. But other times I give up takedowns and I give up points, you know, kind of over-wrestle a little bit, and it's too late, you know, I lose the match. So I think the confidence is more so just about really just being calm, you know, really just knowing that I'm capable of beating anybody in the country, but more so just going out there and wrestling the way I know how to wrestle.
So, had a tough match. The only one that I think you lost this year, Marsteller.
Yeah.
How did you mentally deal?
That one, I feel like I was kind of a little shook. You know, I hadn't really had too many tough matches this year.
Yeah.
And going into it, I felt good. But when I rewatched the tape, I was, you know, a little too aggressive, and I went after a couple things that I just looked at. I was like, that I would never do that if I was just calm and, you know, waiting to pick my spots. You know. And I'm looking forward to wrestling him again, but I think that, you know, my main goal is really just being calm, because like I said, I'm putting in the work in the room, so I just got to trust that and really just go into these last, whatever it's going to be, 10 matches or so that I have left, just feeling calm, feeling ready to go.
How do you approach the EWLs?
I think it's honestly more of a team thing for me. Yeah. You know, trying to get the guys hype, and, you know, obviously I'm going to take care of my own business, but we want to win that thing, you know, and losing to Edinburgh last year, losing to Edinburgh my freshman year, they were close tournaments, and we really go there to win that. So when we did win it my sophomore year, that was amazing, because, you know, as a team, we want to be top 10 in the country, but, you know, winning the EWL that's what we really strive for. And, you know, for Hanji, for Bedlion, for those guys, for me to leave on a note like I left tonight, you know, really doing my part to try to get these guys amped up, to try to get my team to win that conference title is everything.
NCAAs, two-time All-American. How do you approach it? Just one match at a time? How are you going to does your training change leading up to that?
I do a couple little things that kind of help me peak a little bit more, and that's outside of the room. You know, same stuff in the room with the team. I'm working on my normal, you know, technique and stuff, and just trying to sharpen that up. But there's stuff that I do, just like different circuits that I'll go in by myself, and it really helps me get focused. And, you know, it's just that little bit of extra work, a little bit of extra conditioning, a little bit of extra strength that really has given me the confidence to go there and, just do my thing, go out and wrestle whoever I get in that bracket and just be ready to go against them.
How are you going to define success at that tournament?
I'm just ready to wrestle there, I want to win it. Obviously, that's what people say, but like you said, I'm more of a one match at a time kind of guy. Whatever the bracket looks like, whoever I have the next round is who I got to take care of. So I'm ready to go for those guys, and I'm not really worried about the outcome right now. I know that I'm capable of doing it, and I've already settled that in my mind. I've settled that in my heart. I'm ready to go do that. But, it's just about going out there and taking it to each guy that I get a chance to wrestle. The one sports psychologist I talked to, he drew it on a piece of paper for me. He had a stick figure of me right here and then a podium. And he was saying, if your mind from the stick figure is on the podium the whole time, you're not present right here. You're not taking control, taking care of your own body and the own stuff that you got to do in this match, in this period, on this scramble, whatever it is. So, trying to think ahead, trying to say, I'm going to win it. Yeah, I'm going to win it. But you know what? I got to take one thing at a time and really get it done in that way.
Tough weight class, eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Right.
When you're at NCAAs, do you feel more pressure? Or is it just the same approach every match?
No, I think it's, you kind of work to not avoid the pressure, but just, accept it and be ready for it. I've been there a couple times, and my freshman year, I thought that I actually did a pretty good job of kind of dealing with the pressure, but at that point, I really wasn't letting myself go. I wasn't really letting myself just fire and go out there and try to score points. So it's been a long process, but I've really learned how to kind of just let it flow, and tonight, that was a good showing of that. That's the way I like to wrestle.
It was beautiful. Out of order, what are you going to be doing 1 year from right now? Any ideas?
Not really. I think that the spring and the summer will probably be a time to just relax and maybe try to make a decision on if I want to coach somewhere. And, really, well, actually, that's one thing that I kind of learned from Wolf, is that he waited a little while, and then he found himself kind of scrambling to find a coaching job, And I know he was, he's saying, I'm going to come work with your wife or something.
Exactly.
He's my boy. I love him. But
You're my boy, bro.
he's such a great dude. But I was like, maybe if I jump on it a little bit, and I'm the kind of guy that likes to procrastinate and wait on things, so I don't know, that might be a learning lesson. If I want to coach, I should make that decision, but,
Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, I think it is, and, like I said, I think it'll be a good time to take some time off just because it's been 5 years straight of grinding, and even in the off season, you're thinking about winning national titles, you're thinking about being ready for the next season, so this will definitely be a time to relax and kind of, dwell on a great 5 years, but also try to figure out where I'm headed next.
If you were to give me an assessment of yourself right now, healthy, relaxed, where are you mentally feeling ready, crisp, or physically?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
A little sore right now because it's been a tough couple of weeks, but
hard training cycle, or?
I would say so. Yeah. And we're gonna finish strong with Maryland on Sunday, and then kind of tone it down a little bit. Well, you never know with Bedley on, but we'll see. He'll have us hitting EWLs right. So I feel good. After 5 years of wrestling, I really worked hard to take care of my body, so I feel great right now, and I'm ready. All the experience that I've kind of gained, and the little things that I've kind of had to work on with my technique as well as my approach to matches and my mental, my mindset going into it, I feel right now.
Now, any bets with your brother, Taylor, All-American, as far as, how you're going to be a better wrestler or more successful at NCAAs? Do you guys have any banter like that? Like, you have to be a champ to be better than him? Like, what's the deal?
Well, that's, I
mean, you're better already.
I like to say that.
Okay.
No, but that's all settled in a dark room somewhere and not many people know about. We just go after each other. So. Once in a while, I get to wrestle with him. Yeah, I can take him.
Consistently?
Yeah, it's tough because we both have crazy styles, so we go out there and it's a war. So, you know what? I've said it to a lot of people though. I've really come and gotten a lot closer with my brother in the last couple of years, and I've grown up a lot, and both of us have kind of come to each other a lot more, and I feel really good about that. And when we wrestle though, it's fun. It's
I'd love to see a tape.
Yeah, I'll get you one, but I don't know. You can't be releasing that.
I won't put it out there. A couple last questions.
Sure.
Right now, you're sitting here, fifth-year senior. What kind of advice would you give yourself or an incoming freshman or high school senior that would help make the transition to college wrestling, D1 wrestling, better?
Yeah, you know what? I've changed so much, and I really like the person that I've become because I've really helped myself realize what really matters, and a lot of the stuff that you can kind of put to the wayside for, if you really want to be successful and you want to straighten yourself out. So in high school, I kind of just had a lot of the things that were distractions that, like going out and partying and stuff, and that was fun. I enjoyed it. But when I got to college, I really bought into Bedleon's system, and he pushed us really hard. But I just actually Coach Taylor said it, you just got to jump both feet in, so a lot of guys, you'll see them, and even guys on our team today, it's still, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and they want to try to enjoy the party life, or they want to try to enjoy all different stuff that's going on. But you only got a certain amount of your time in your life to go and do this, and I committed myself to being the best NCAA wrestler that I could be. Maybe whatever wrestling else comes on down the line, I'll commit myself to that. But it's been the best thing that I could give 100% of myself to be, to be the best Chad Walsh in college. And instead of going 75%, I've given 100, and I feel great about where I'm at because of it.
Thanks for the time. Good luck in March.
And choose Ryder if you're a high school senior. Yeah,
anything else you want to say to the Ryder fans? Anybody you want to recruit?
No,
that's it.
No, I just think that I'm so proud that I chose to come here because these guys have just made it such an awesome experience. And I go out on the mat just wanting to win in this singlet. Who knows what I would have been if I would have went somewhere else, but I'm just happy with what I became here.
Nice. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.